coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight.
Alright, it's Monday, January something.
20th.
What?
20th.
Is it really the 20th already? Jeez. Alright, so we didn't record Thursday. So what happened was, we got back on our
Secret mission.
on our private missions there, yeah. We got back on that. I was sick. I started getting sick Wednesday night. I started just feeling horrible. And then Thursday, which we found out later, I ended up with a sinus infection. Donna woke up just as we was getting ready to pick up a trailer to do one of our little filler runs for Thursday, Friday. She woke up. She kept saying, "Oh my God, is my eye red? Is there anything in my eye?" And she anyway, we ended up going to urgent care Friday night? Thursday night. Well, actually, we left our drop lot in Davenport and drove the semi straight to urgent care and parked the semi out in the parking lot at urgent care. I ended up having sinus infection. She ended up with pink eye.
Yeah.
So they said they think she got the pink eye.
From my cold.
Yeah, because that cold that she had, it just drug on for like 3 weeks, and they said that was probably part of how she got that. So she ended up getting some antibiotics for that. Wasn't it antibiotics? Some kind of eye drop anyway.
Yeah.
So like by Saturday, it's pretty much cleared up. So that's all cleared up. I feel better, but I got a headache today. My head's just been pounding all day, and I don't know why, but so I just been taking ibuprofen for that.
Yeah, it's like this cold that everybody's got is just hanging on.
Yeah, and then we found out this morning. I was talking to, or actually, she actually messaged or emailed our DM. Ended up with a sinus infection, and she ended up at the hospital yesterday morning, urgent care yesterday morning, because she said she was so dizzy she couldn't even hardly stand up. It's like, yeah, now try doing that while you're driving a semi. Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, it was miserable. So anyway, long story short, we ended up going home. We got back from our load Thursday afternoon, and then after that they sent us up to pick up another load at our drop lot in Davenport, Iowa there, and we were sitting there, and it's like so anyway, Donna told Patty we was going. She had to go to the doctor. She couldn't even keep her eye open. She would have been driving like this with one eye open. So she told her, she said, "We're not going to be able to do this load. We're just not. We've got to get to the doctor." We were both miserable, so we went home. So anyway, that's why there wasn't any video. And I'd be honest with you, over the weekend, it just didn't feel like doing anything either. Even I was going to update YouTube, was just a community post, and I didn't even do that. We just didn't do nothing. So we're both 90% now. I'd say 90%. If I could get rid of this headache, I would be fine, but now my head's just
I can see out of my eye now. It's not crusted up when I wake up in the morning anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened. Now, again, we're doing another one of our, I just call New York loads. That's all we can say. Heading back over to New York. We'll go back tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll do some filler, and then we'll be going back to New York again on Wednesday.
But we also did talk to our DM for the next couple weeks at least. When we're done with our second load to New York, we're going to head home.
On Thursday night.
Our daughter's having some issues.
She's having some issues. And,
So
I don't want to get into them, but she's having some issues again, and
we need to be home with her as much as we can.
yeah, we need to get home.
So,
Like she said, at least for a couple weeks,
yeah.
just till we get things straightened out. And it might only be a week too. I don't know. Whatever it takes is what it's going to take. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
If it's a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, but we got to get the issues straightened out. So you guys know most of her medical issues. So anyway, we got to get some of that stuff straightened out. So yeah, we'll go out and back, do some filler runs, then out and back again. When we get back, we're just going to head home from there until we get things fixed.
Yeah.
So let's just call it that. Yeah, so other than that, don't know what we're doing after we get back tomorrow with this one yet, but we'll either get that later today. Now it's almost 4 there. Probably get that information tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where filler runs are going to be. We did get nailed in Iowa with snow and ice and wind and cold. And we literally went from 40 and 50 degrees during the day to 20 below zero on Saturday. It was miserable.
Can't wait to get to Arizona.
Oh my God, that's our son and daughter-in-law come over the weekend. And that's about all we talked about was when we get to Arizona, getting our, because we got a program, so we got the houses designed, so we know what we're going to build and how we're going to build it and all that stuff. Now it's just getting the land, which we should be able to get in April. Yeah, so we're ready to go. We're all ready. All 4 of us are ready to go.
Yeah.
Or 5 of us, I should say.
I mean, this cold is just hanging on, and with the cold air constantly, you're breathing the cold air. I mean, that's not helping. The grandkids have been sick for over a month, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, I want to go somewhere where you can walk outside, and it doesn't hurt to be outside.
Why do I live somewhere where it hurts to go outside? It hurts my face to go outside.
Hurts my face, yeah.
So yeah, and then we found our grandson's got, I don't know if he's got asthma or what, but this cold air is just kicking his butt.
Yeah.
He's been on a nebulizer now, or he's now on a nebulizer, because he gets to coughing so bad out in the cold that he's literally throwing up because he's coughing so bad.
Yeah.
So they stuck him on a nebulizer now, and just over it, totally over it. So
I think everybody's health is going to be a lot better when we get back down there. Everybody's moods are going to be a lot better, be a lot happier.
So the truck did good over the weekend. Never had no issues with the starting. It's got auto start. So basically we shut the truck off when we get home. We hit a switch, and that basically puts the truck into auto start mode. And what that does is, I was reading through the book, and it reads like the oil temperature and a bunch of other parameters in the truck. And if any of those get below what they determine is low, it will automatically start the truck, warm the truck up. It also reads the battery voltage and a couple other things. So even with it being like 20 below zero over the weekend, the truck will you'll be laying in bed, and all of a sudden you hear the truck start outside. So it's actually kind of nice. And it used to, well, it still can. Before it starts, which is totally stupid, by the way, before it starts, it honks the horn 4 times. We live in a small cul-de-sac type area where all the neighbors are right on each other. You can't have a semi out there at 2:30 in the morning honking the horn. So I figured something out. And if any of you guys have one that does this, now if you stay in the truck, say you get home, or say you get to a rest area, you stay in the truck and you're gonna sleep in the truck, put your truck on auto start, it won't honk the horn. But you put your truck on auto start and then open your door and get out, go to the bathroom, come back, shut your door, go back to bed, now the truck's gonna honk every time it starts. Only after you open the door. So the trick, open your door while you're turning, or before you set your auto start switch, it won't honk the horn. So that's what I did. That's the only way to stop it from honking the horn that I know of, well, short of unplugging the city horn while it's parked, and then you can plug it back in when you get going again. But short of that, just leave your door open, kick on your auto start, and then shut your door, lock it, and it's good to go, and it won't honk.
Well, the 17, well, we don't know about
The 17
20s.
model, yeah. I don't know about the 20s.
Or the other years.
Yeah, I don't know about those, but this one won't. This one doesn't. So yeah, so it was sitting out there. It only started, honestly, what, 3 or 4 times maybe over the entire weekend?
I didn't hear it start at all.
Yeah, I only heard it start, I think it was Saturday night, and that's only because I was up, and it started at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And it kind of freaked our dog out, and she jumped up and ran to the window, and I was like, what is she freaking out about? And I looked out there, and I saw the running lights were on, so it started up. Other than that, I don't know when it started, but I know all weekend it rained, it snowed, we got freezing rain, and everybody's car was covered in ice, and our truck was clean as a whistle. There wasn't a drop of ice or snow on it because it melted it off when it started, so it's kind of handy. So
Yeah, it did good.
it did a good job. Yeah, and it stayed. Like yesterday, we always go on Sunday and pick up our groceries for the week, and it keeps the truck somewhat warm.
Well, I started
should
it.
say.
I started it before we left and went to Walmart.
Yeah, but it starts frequent enough
Yeah.
that it keeps the temperature in the truck not, just god awful.
Yeah, it's not cold.
But it's
in
really
here.
cold
It's
out.
bearable.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice too. So.
Yeah, but I started it before we went to Walmart, and that way when we came back from Walmart, the fridge would be cold and it would be nice and warm in here, so I didn't have to freeze both put stuff away.
Yeah. So it done a good job. Doesn't let, and doing that also keeps your keeps your fuel from freezing up or gelling up on you, because it starts frequent enough that you don't get a chance to gel up on you. So.
Last year, wasn't it last year? The year before, we were driving down the interstate and all the trucks.
They were gelling up going down the road.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it was so cold. So anyway, so that's our weekend.
Yeah.
That's about all we did. Basically, all we did was set and planned our trip to Arizona. We planned our return trip in April to pick up or to purchase the land.
Yeah.
And then my son's got the same program that I got on my iPad for house design. So they designed a couple. We designed a couple and then finally settled on one. So, yeah. About it.
Yeah.
On the way, trucking that much detail. Just doing that load and back. Can't talk about it, can't show you anything, so it's kind of boring. These runs are okay. I honestly don't mind doing them.
I like them.
But I do want to change. I don't want to do this. I get really bored easily. The monotony of just back and forth gets really old to me. I like going to different places and new places. So we are going to have a talk about that, because I don't want to just, for the remaining time at Hummer, I don't want to just be running, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I don't want to do that. I don't. I would get so bored of this so quick.
I mean, the reason I like it in the wintertime, because, it's not bad. There's no mountains for to climb. They're light loads.
And we're on toll road the whole way, so they take pretty good, as you can see, the roads are clear.
They take really good care. And even, because I know New York gets a lot of lake effect snow a lot of the time. And even driving through that, it's not bad, because there's no mountains,
pretty
there's
flat.
no hills, it's pretty flat. So, it's not constant death grip on the wheel or constant stress going out there. And usually by the time we go into the place to drop the trailer and come back out, the roads are clear. So, I don't mind it in the wintertime. The summertime, yeah, it may be better to go somewhere else, but in the wintertime, I don't mind it. Because we're going this way, they take really good care of the roads. We're not in Wyoming getting stuck, because Wyoming's constantly shut down. It's shut down so much this year.
Wyoming, Washington, Oregon's been shut down. We got another guy, a friend that drives here, and he was actually shut down last week for like 3 or 4 days out in Wyoming and Oregon.
Yeah. So, this to me is good in the winter. I don't mind it
With
at all.
no pay. So, yeah, that hurts when you're out there and you're not getting paid.
Right.
You're shut down in the weather.
This is better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. This is a good run. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying I don't want to do this forever.
And we're just complaining.
No, I wasn't complaining. I even said I don't mind doing it. I don't want to do only this, because this would drive me nuts. I'm not the type that would be happy with a dedicated run. I want to go to California. I want to go to Arizona. I want to go to Idaho. I want to go to
Can't
Utah.
wait until we get our automatic. That would make things so much better. I will be so much more at ease.
Speaking of that, see the armrest? I had a couple people complain that I was resting my hand on the gear shifter. That gear shifter ain't going nowhere. So just I'm not resting my hand. It was just somewhere to put my arm, because I usually drive with one arm here on the steering wheel, one arm up here on the steering wheel, and it's just I don't know how many of you drove a manual, but the position of the gear shifter when this is up is just like, it's just a really good armrest. That's it. That's
For normal sized people.
For normal sized people. It's just an armrest. That's all it is.
Seriously, someone complained about you putting it
They didn't complain about it. They just said, oh, both hands on the wheel. It's not going to go anywhere. Well, you know what? I've never seen a truck driver yet that drives like this all day long, nonstop. I need to move my arms around. I like to get a little bit of movement in my arms.
I do, but that's just me. Unless I'm shifting, my hands are on the wheel.
Yeah, so, I'm not picking on nobody. I'm just saying that's the reason. It just so happened when we was recording, that was just the position I had my arm at the time. Usually this is down, and I've got my arms the way I got them now. But anyway, that's that. Just so y'all know. We haven't gotten our microphones yet. Obviously, they should have been there today, but we left the house before our mail came, so we didn't get them today. So now it's probably going to be
Next week.
Time we get home and all that good stuff. So hopefully that'll help. I flashed him.
No.
I flashed him twice. There he goes. It's taking a while to merge. See how they don't even thank you?
You're welcome.
Yeah, they don't even thank you out here anymore. A bunch
No.
of rude people.
Yeah, around this way.
What else? Or one thing we need to do is turn off that heater in the back because it's cooking me.
I turned it down.
Yeah, I don't care. It's cooking me. Cooking. Maybe it's this one.
It's that
Yeah,
one.
that's
I
about
turned
it.
Down back there.
That's about it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to give you guys.
No, it's gonna get pretty boring because I might go back and lay down and try to take a quick nap. So.
I'm going to be listening to Howard Stern, which I can't play on the camera because the one I'll probably get kicked off YouTube. Not even copyrighted, just kick me right off. So. All right, yeah, that's about it. We'll pick up tomorrow, probably when we get to, well, I don't know what we're doing, so whenever we get to where we're doing, I'll pick back up.
Whenever we get to where we're doing.
What we're doing, yeah, I'll pick back up. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's it. And nothing else going on unless.
Maybe
That's
some
it.
more night video somewhere. That'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya. Bye.
Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit